necessarily true, but if they do grand gestures or it's all about themselves, which would usually be a symbol in Vedic culture of their solar plexus is but their connection to the cells is too much. It's overwhelming. Their need for constant admiration and validation is very much common, and this is what you find in some children sometimes, is that when they're totally valued or they're totally admired, they then actually grow up to be narcissists, and if then they also know they get away with what they do and they're very manipulative, they're sociopaths, and if they're very much play mental games, they're psychopaths. This is whether you would believe it or not, but this is what it actually is from a medical point of view. The lack of empathy, but can display when it serves their interests. So when you put the lack of empathy is that they're literally emotionally cut off, but when it serves themselves, then they can show empathy to get what they want. That's very much a narcissistic trait. The extreme sensitivism to criticism, while frequently criticising others. So criticising others, but they cannot handle criticism. The one thing is, though, we've got to understand is that if you get criticised, there's constructive criticism, which is to make you better, but then being criticised all the time from someone who isn't actually living a life where they should be, and a perfect example, is an issue. So this is something you always have to watch out for. And again, we watch out for this as therapists, also when we meet people. This is where the therapy head, sometimes you have to turn it off and on when you meet people, but actually when you meet people, it's very common. Narcissists are often successful and highly functioning in their careers, because they're very, as we would say, selfish. They're not. It's actually they're selfless in that respect because they've got a certain goal, and that's why we see very much people who they say are anybody who's ambitious also can be narcissistic.